Hey there, good morning. 8:02 in the morning, Friday morning, as I begin this, already on the road, and we've got work today. We've got an exterior door to install, as well as a little bit of exterior painting to do. And when I tell you that this starts off not as ideal as I would like, well, that's what it is. And what I mean by that is we don't have very many of the materials needed for this job. In fact, all we have is the exterior door and the spray foam. We don't have shims and trim, might not even have door hardware, to be honest, in terms of a knob and a latch. But we also don't have paint. And I've been trying to get the paint color from the homeowner. They gave me one color, but there's some items that we need to paint white. And I just want to make sure that they don't want any specific type of white, because there's a million different variations of white. I messaged them, I believe, yesterday asking. They didn't respond. And I just messaged them this morning, so we'll hope to hear from them. Oh, goody. We've got a one lane blocked at the tunnel. That'll be fun. I've got a car riding my ass. That's always fun. And so much more to share with you guys as we begin today. Not having all of the materials really isn't that big of a deal. There's a Sherwin-Williams 10 minutes from the job, which is great. The Lowe's is about 10 minutes away also. And I've left early enough to be able to go get everything that we need, be on the job site by 9:30, which is the time that Gene is going to meet me there, and be ready to rock and roll. If the homeowner doesn't give me a specific white, I just told them in the email that I'm just going to get a standard white. And that's, it is what it is. I would hate to do that. And then they say, oh, but we wanted Dove white, pearl white, extra white, pure white. I also want to mention, and this could be anything, that I've just got a funny feeling about things. I don't know if it's about this job. I don't know if it's about today. I don't know if it's about in general, but I just got a funny feeling. I like to believe it's probably in relation to this job and how all of this is about to go for us. Regardless, I've got a funny feeling, and they say you need to listen to your heart. So we'll try to put that to bed for a little bit and just remain optimistic that everything is going to go as good as it can go. This is an opportunity where I should be able to see, I would imagine, probably about a $500 profit today. That would be great. Maybe more, maybe less. Who the hell knows? Haven't had a chance to really crunch the numbers just yet. But I am just hoping that today goes well. I didn't run this morning. I didn't work out this morning. I think today is day number 4 of my fasting. And for that, and the fact that we're working today, I did not want to exert any energy that I'm going to need out on the job site. If I'm going to do any kind of exertion, let me reserve it for out there. So I think that was the smart play. I'm also not feeling good today. Something's going on with some tingling in my throat. Not digging that at all. One lane blocked at the tunnel. Oh boy. And man, do we already got the freaking traffic. Yeah, man. Hey, we're backed up. We're backed up for miles. We're nowhere near the tunnel. This is going to be a beaut. This is a beaut, Clark. This is a real beaut. So I've got some tingling in my throat. Feel like I've got some sort of a frog in my throat, or however they say that. Things just ain't so hot for your boy. We've gone 3 days with what seems like one door closing after another. In terms of potential work, should be at least grateful for the fact that we did land the picker work or punch list work for the guy that has the luxury apartment and other rentals, but nothing is set in stone until we're on the job site doing the work and all of that. I get this funny feeling about today. I know I've already mentioned that, but I really do. And I can't put my finger on why. It's probably just paranoia, Joe. Not gonna lie, I felt like a bit of a failure yesterday not being able to secure the job, that drywall job yesterday, but I tried to subside that feeling. You know, my number was good. And if they're looking for somebody to come in and do it cheaper, all the power to them. If they want that thing done for $500 or they're thinking that's what they're going to pay, they're going to end up doing that shit themselves, because I don't think anybody's going to come in and do it for that. Maybe somebody does, but man, working that curve on that plaster and having to tie that shit in, you've got broken lath that ain't attached to nothing. Man, you got a freaking uphill battle trying to put that shit back together, and that is going to be time consuming. You know, whatever. But it just feels like that plus the other two jobs that we went and looked at were a big old waste of my time. I do need to say this though. I did hear from another customer last night. And this is a customer you might remember me talking about, who had this punch list or a picker list for a house that they were purchasing. One of the jobs that they wanted done was an entire garage, a standalone garage. I believe it was about 320 square feet roof area. They want that reshingled and resheathed. And man, hey, for 320 square feet, man, I put that price at $32.75. And they went for that. So they wanted the roof work done. I put that at over $3,000. They wanted the house soft washed. I put that at like $675. And then they wanted the roof on the main house. They said there was some nail pops and some flashing that needed to be resealed. I think I put that at like $575 or some shit. You know, maybe all we would need is a tube of blackjack. But they went for all the work, or they said, this is what they said. They said the quotes look good. Sorry it took so long to get back to you. The quotes look good, but they want to start with the back deck, which is... originally, they told me they wanted to hold off on the back deck. I told them I can't quote the back deck unless I go look at the back deck. They said I can't go look at the back deck until they take possession of the home. So yeah, I got no idea how much traffic we got right here, but it ain't looking promising. I ain't gonna bore you to death. Let me try to get across this freaking bridge, get where we're going. Damn, there went a McLaren right there. That shit was nice as a bitch. All right. Let's get where we're going and hope for a good day. All right, I made it through that traffic and it's 8:36 in the morning. I'm about to be at Lowe's. So here's the dilemma I'm currently facing right now. You remember how I said I got this funny feeling about today? Well, I haven't heard from this customer. And matter of fact, let's just talk about the entirety of the history of meeting this customer and lining up this work. We were doing the skim coating job for the entire bedroom. We met the neighbor. The neighbor wanted exterior painting work done. They also wanted us to look at a garage door at the same time. We did that. The husband was like, oh, you know, we could do the garage door ourselves. But fast forward to putting the quote together, after giving them the price for the painting in person, which was $750 to include the cost of paint, I need 3 gallons of super paint. That's what I'm going to be using on this job. I gave them the quote for the garage door too, and they said, yes, let's do the garage door as well. I said, perfect. Hey, look, the weather's not looking good. We had originally lined the work up for Wednesday. Everything seemed fine with that, but when I gave them the quote for the garage door and they accepted that, I told them the weather was bad and that we needed to reschedule for Friday. What the hell am I saying Monday for? For Friday. They said, that's perfectly fine. So the following day, which was probably like, I don't know, a Monday or a Tuesday, I messaged them and I say, hey, do you have any particular color in mind for the gray paint that you want? I get a 2-word answer and that's it. Chelsea gray. It's a Benjamin Moore color. I'm going to get it from Sherwin-Williams though. I think I responded to them and I said, okay, thank you so much. You know, we'll be there Friday at 9:30. I don't think I got a thumbs up actually. That's what I got. I got a thumbs up to that. That was the last time that I heard from them, and that was like 2 or 3 days ago. Again, yesterday I tried to message about the white, if there's a particular white in mind, and no answer. And then this morning I message and say, same thing again, and that we'll be there at 9:30, and again, no answer. We've already purchased the door with no deposit. And I got to go by at least $150 worth of paint, probably $200 worth of painting materials by the time it's said and done. And then I need probably about $50 to $75 more in door stuff. I'm gonna buy a doorknob just to have the damn thing. I'm gonna buy the shims, I'm gonna buy the silicone. It's all that I need. But man, I would hate to get over here, and I hate to knock on wood. Man, I would hate to get over here and there's an issue of some sort. I don't know. Like I said, I got a funny feeling about today and I just can't put my finger on it. All right, we're at Lowe's. Leaving from Lowe's, or getting ready to be. Spent $100 in there. Still haven't heard from this customer. Oh boy, hoping all is good. So, got the lock set. That was only 20 bucks right there. Not sure if they wanted bronze or steel, stainless steel or whatever. I just got the brushed nickel. Feel like that's like the middle. They might like that. 3 pieces of 2 1/4 or 2 1/2 door casing. Hey, yeah, appreciate it. There's my boy Steve right there. Shout out to Steve. Hey, Steve. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy right there. All right, let's get up out of here. Yeah, man, ran into my boy Steve up at Lowe's. I know Steve from prison. I've mentioned him before over on After Prison Show. Good dude. Always working. He just lives so far away from where I live at. And, you know, we've ran into each other probably a handful of times, always at Lowe's. So, we're 9 minutes away from the job right now. Figure I'm probably going to stop somewhere and try to grab a black coffee. Maybe a gas station. Shit, I could have stopped right there and got it. Or maybe I won't. So the game plan is going to be this. We're going to get over here. And though I will need to leave to go get paint, damn, I'll tell you another thing I didn't get was tape. Though I'm going to need to leave to go get the paint and the tape probably if we don't have any. Gene can be tearing out the garage door and he can be cleaning the garage main door while I'm gone, and I shouldn't be gone for too long. This Sherwin-Williams is a good one over here, so I know these guys really well, and they're gonna be like, "Hey Joe, what happened?" Anyways, we spent $100 in Lowe's. So materials wise for this job, we are about $275 plus 105, so that's what, $375, $380. We're $380 thus far, and we probably need roughly $150 more in materials. Maybe $200. And that's going to be paint. But that would put us at about $500. The job is in total $1,600. So, shit, this could be a real good day. This could be a real good day. Hopefully it is. All right, well, I'm a little early. I'm sitting up at that same apartment complex that we unboxed the new sander at, where the trash can fence was knocked down. They got that repaired. Again, looks like a really nice property. Probably paying $100 to get an apartment painted type shit. Hey, I want to share a story with you that's kind of a crazy story, I should say. And, not really sure what to make of all of it. And not really sure how much of it I really want to share. So, hey, y'all remember I was filming for the Made Man situation? You remember that? And maybe I was going to be sharing that over on After Prison Show and all of that. And dude was supposed to be like the next Charleston White. I mean, he really had some interesting theories for sure. He was a Black Panther, all of that. Well, he came to me through the guy D. D owned the convenience store, has the gambling rooms, things like that. So he comes to me through those channels, and it was a real weird situation. We did 2 different filming segments. I put together 2 different long form videos and probably 3 shorts, maybe 4. I couldn't do everything that they wanted me to do, because they would be like, hey, take this real song and put it in the video. And I'm like, yo, I can't do that because YouTube won't allow me to do it. And it got like, it used to be they would just copyright it. Now it was to the point where they wouldn't even let me upload it because I had the song in there. So I was sending them screenshots saying, hey, look, you know, that particular thing I just can't do. But, you know, whatever. I was kind of just trying to play the background and let them take the lead in terms of the creative talent and the direction they were trying to go with that, without offering too much insight into it, because who am I to offer any insight but an umpteenth failure? But the guy D was the one that was supposed to be paying me. And just to let you guys know, you know, anytime that Joe goes and films anything, it's $200. $200 to get Joe out filming and editing. And that's a very meager, modest pay. But I did it 2 different times. After the first time, I didn't get paid. And the guy D was like, yeah, you know, I'll get you squared away, even if I got to put the money in your hand. That was his exact words. And I was like, okay, no big deal. I wasn't pressed for it, nor was I tripping on it. It was just $200. And, you know, this guy is full up. So I was like, there's, you know, no reason to worry about this. It's going to be, you know, he'll get me squared away. So we did the second filming and didn't get paid for that neither. So I hate to say it like this, but I kind of was just like, all right, well, you know, whatever. That's it. You got me once, shame on me. You get me twice, shame on you, or however that saying goes. So I just kind of fell back and I was like, you know, whatever. So the guy D tries to call me twice. I'm busy both times, but also I probably just wasn't all that interested in talking. And maybe he was calling to tell me, hey, I'm about to get you paid, whatever. And I need to call him, but I feel crazy doing so now, because yesterday I'm out looking at the second job yesterday, which was that bathroom ceiling job. And I noticed that I'm right around the corner from where the filming location was that we were filming at. I mean, I was literally right in that general area. I was looking for somewhere to stop to get a water. I stop at the 7-Eleven and I run into the made man's bodyguard dude. And as soon as he sees me, his eyes get big. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I've heard some wild things about this dude. He did a lot of time in prison, and he is nothing to mess around with, supposedly. Not even supposedly. The dude's got a thorough reputation. So he sees me, and I mean, there's no issue there. But he begins to tell me that there's some static. Some kind of a ruffle of feathers has occurred between, you know, D and the guy Mike, and they're not seeing eye to eye or some shit like that. And I'm just like, man, maybe D was calling to warn me or something. I don't know. I don't know what you know, when you don't know a whole lot. So he was trying to get me to go with him right then and there. He's like, yo, come on, let's go talk to Mike. And I'm like, look, man, I mean, I'm literally getting ready to go look at a job. And they were like, yo, we'll come with you. I'm like, nah, man, this is not that type of party. It was a wild situation, to say the least. Wild. So I want to talk to D, but I don't want to let on that I know about the ruffle, because he's probably going to just tell me, hey, look, you know, there's been a little bit of a change of pace or some shit like that. I mean, I don't really feel like it's my business, you know, and whatever. Who the hell knows? You know, I like to get paid when a job is done, and I definitely put in the work and, you know, film some good stuff. At least I thought that I did, and I was ready to unleash that on the world, and we haven't gotten around to doing so because I didn't really know what to do with it. I'd hate to introduce a guy that it doesn't materialize or turn into what it was supposed to, because what it was supposed to was, like, the next step was, where's this guy's YouTube channel at? Like, we have to have a landing spot for introducing somebody, or that was the idea then. But yesterday's price is not today's price, and what I mean by that is, I don't even know if that was the right thing to be doing. I can't even help myself. How could I help other people? So I just wanted to share. Thought that was a very interesting situation. I'm not going to lie. Like, when I ran into dude yesterday, it was kind of made me a little nervous. Because when he told me that the two guys weren't seeing eye to eye and I haven't been around, maybe I'm an op now. Coming from D. Wild. All right, it's 9:19 in the morning. We are literally 3 minutes away from the job. Let's get ready to get over here and try to make contact with this homeowner. I'm trying to not show up until 9:30. Yesterday's job, or prospect of a job, I got there 10 minutes early, and it took them 10 minutes to answer the door. And given the fact that I haven't heard from these people, a 10-minute delay would have me freaking shitting bricks, considering I've just bought all this stuff. I'm gonna sit and meditate for a little bit, and hopefully the next thing that I'm sharing with you is that we're on the job doing work. We're gonna demo the door first. And if you're still waiting on me, which you shouldn't be, it should be pretty quick. I only got to get 3 gallons of paint.
I can put the door and start putting the door in. You know what I mean? It ain't no problem.
The way that I want you to do it, though, is
from the outside in.
Set it in. See where your gap is going to be at.
And even the gap.
No, hear me out. Once we demo it, you can set the door in the frame. You're going to have to set it in from the outside in. See which side your gap is going to be on. Try to be more flush on this side.
Okay.
Just because of the latch.
Gap over here.
Just because of where the latch is going to be. Leave your gap over here, and then just start working with it your way.
Yeah.
Don't need to change up the wheel.
Without a doubt.
You know me, I'm always coming with these freaking video ideas.
Well, sometimes they work.
What I've been seeing people doing.
I'm going to move this out of the way real quick, but sometimes they work, though.
Did you find another pry bar?
Yes, I did.
Is there a smaller one?
Yes.
Perfect. Let me get that good.
There you go. You want the E-swing hammer, or you good with that hammer?
I'm good with this hammer.
And then I'm gonna cut the caulk on the outside.
Careful, baby. Make sure none of these are screwed in.
I got the drill with the torch and the Phillips, so whatever we need.
Careful on the drywall. Okay. Got her. Got it.
Got it?
Yep. I think the casing I got might be a little bit bigger than this. This looks like, I don't know. I think I got the exact same stuff, to be honest.
I mean, if it's a 32-inch door, it's a 32-inch peg for the opening.
Well, no, I'm saying the casing. And the casing is all, like, it's not even really covering no gaps. So we're good.
Are you talking about this casing right here?
Do we have the miter box on the van?
Yeah.
Perfect. That was the one thing that I kept forgetting to ask you about.
Yeah, I try to move that thing as less as possible. Okay.
All right, I got your casing on.
Let's see what this.
Yeah, you're good. All right, I'll be back, Gene.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab this paint real quick.
Cool deal, but let me get this guy out. You wanna, before you go, can we set the door right here?
You wanna get it out there?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
in case, you know.
You get froggy.
Yep. I can move it that far without banging it up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll set it right, we'll stand it right up.
Yep. Right to this side.
Also, keep in mind, all right, cock it up. And walk her back.
Perfect.
Keep in mind, Gene, that this damn
Threshold.
there's nothing under it, so we'd like to get something under
Okay,
it.
you want me to put a deck? Don't we got some deck board in the van, I think?
We got something.
Put a deck board under that bitch and be bam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good frame. J-channel looks good. Don't caulk it up because I got the caulk in the truck. I got the real good exterior expanding stuff. Watch that J-channel. You're popping it up a little bit.
Tight. That's tight.
Oh, you got some stripped out screws. That's a problem.
Yup.
Here, you know what'd be easy is you can break off this brick mold and get that guy off.
Yeah.
Come in from this side, that way it don't even matter. I ran into a buddy of mine at Lowe's.
Did you?
Yeah. Every time I run into him, I run into him at Lowe's, just like you ran into your guy.
Yeah, I always run into him at Lowe's. What the fuck is going on here?
Is that the screw? You got some serious nails right there. Leaving from Sherwin-Williams, and a little disappointed actually how that all went down. $150, got 3 gallons of super paint. I know I don't need no damn 3 gallons, man. Damn, I know I don't need no 3 gallons. But it was only $150 plus frog tape plus a window scraper. But yeah, a little disappointed how that went. So real quick, this is the Sherwin-Williams I used to go to all the time. I actually got familiar with this location being a project manager. And so I run into the guy that I used to deal with all the time in there, and buddy giving me the stank face. You know, and I'm telling him, hey, look, you know, it's been a long time. Sorry, I'm, you know, no longer with the company that I was with. I'm sure you probably know about that. And he says that he did, and like he's just looking at me crazy, and I'm telling him the truth. I'm like, yeah, I got fired. You know, I'm not saying anything bad about dude. And it just really rubbed me the wrong way, the way buddy was looking at me, like probably that old owner of that company probably spoke pretty poorly of me. All I told him was, I said, you know, I got fired, so I'm back doing my own thing. I said, you know, working with that company and that job, it taught me some hard lessons. Some lessons that I definitely needed to learn. And you know what those lessons are? I cannot work for anybody. Well, I don't know about that. I couldn't work in the situation that I was in, and I'm gonna leave it with that because Joe's the good guy. So I learned some hard lessons. But yeah, man, really rubbed me the wrong way, man. So I think, you know, that Sherwin-Williams right there, man, not that I paint all that much anymore, nor am I even really looking for painting work, to be honest. And any painting quotes that I get or give, they're gonna be high because you're gonna pay me what I'm worth, and not some dumbass $250 an apartment like most everybody else is charging, next to nothing type shit. Yeah, I'm mad. Kind of feel disrespected up in there, way dude was looking at me like I was like he thought lesser of me. But I'm out here working my ass off as often as I can, putting together respectable numbers and learning every step of the way as much as I possibly can, and trying to make, you know, customers that are gonna last. I don't even know if I mentioned, so obviously made contact with this homeowner who we were worried about, and they didn't care about the color of white, so I got them just a pure white, which is a 7005 pure white. It's a good white color. And when I got there, they wanted me to look at more work. They want to delete a pantry, and they want to delete half of their deck. And there's more to discuss in relation to this potential work, but I'm not going to bore you to death. I got to make a phone call. I'm on my way back to the job. We got the paint. We got everything that we need. Let's see how Gene's holding up while we've been away. You think he's got that door installed? I'd be blown away if he did, but I don't expect him to. I'm going to change the name of the YouTube channel to Joe Does Everything. Damn, I forgot to put those screws in. But, yeah, man, Joe does everything. So, everything is clean. Everything is clean, clean, clean. Clean, 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 clean. Yep. Good deal. Boy, I ain't feeling too hot.
What's wrong?
I mean, I woke up this morning feeling like I got a frog in my throat.
Uh-oh. I wonder if you're getting everybody else is.
Yeah, like I said, you go take a break.
Set this guy right here for when I get back.
I need you to grab me a couple things.
All right.
Grab me a Diet Dr. Pepper,
Okay.
a water, and 2 Slim Jims.
Okay, Diet Dr. Pepper, water, 2 Slim Jims.
Please.
Will you put a little on my card, buddy?
Yeah.
All right. So, Diet Pepsi, water, and 2 Slim Jims.
Yeah.
Okay. What size Slim Jims, buddy?
The bigger ones.
Okay.
All right. Paint 30. It is paint 30. Guess a little mini roller would have been nice. I got a mini roller for the window blind, I mean for the shutters. Liquid mask would have been good too, but I got a nice razor knife for this aspect of things. And we already knew this. This was gonna be a bitch. Yep. There's a lot of green paint on here from previous. So this is the super paint satin exterior. Gonna be a 2-coat job for this door. There's no easy way to do these. Painters are probably watching this cringing, but there's just no easy way about it. I'm also out in the dead of the heat right now, so that's gonna make for a fun adventure. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. There's some decent coverage. Look at the next right. Come on. What? You got it.
there.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
Alright, yeah. My wife really likes it.
Oh, fantastic. It doesn't look great right now. This is just the first coat. And
they're getting rid of that hideous green.
yeah, and don't worry about this up here. It's the easier way that we do it. You know, we'll try to keep the paint off the glass, but we will get paint on the glass. And we got a razor that we use, and we make it flawless by the time it's done. However, some of that green paint I was trying to scrape off, I'm gonna try to get it off, but I don't know what they use, so I'll try to get it off.
It's a hideous green.
Well, it'll be gone. It'll certainly be gone.
That's one of those old colors they used to use on homes.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a dark green too.
Yep, hideous green. And then they painted 2 houses with yellow shutters and green trim.
Yeah, I don't know. They must have the same painter out here.
That's what I said.
Oh, geez, Louise. 5:45 in the afternoon, in the evening, and just now leaving from that job. What I thought was going to be a relatively gravy day just turned out to be, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to throw up. It turned out to be grueling because of the sun. And because of the fact that I was fasting, and I'm only on day number 4, and my body is not used to it. I'm definitely not used to working on it, and I'm definitely not used to working while I'm fasting when it is blazing outside. It says that it was only 82. It says it's 84 right now, but the feels like temperature was 89. And man, the sun was beating down on us. I mean, my face probably tells the story. The heat exhaustion was real. And I feel like I was pretty freaking close to, ain't even pretty freaking close. I was heat stroking out there. There were multiple times when I felt like I was gonna just check out. And that's not being dramatic. The water did nothing for me. The only thing that I've eaten today is 2 freaking Slim Jims. I drank a Diet Pepsi and I drank a ton of water. And you know, sometimes you can drink water and it don't even help. You get into a point where your body is just overheating so bad the water don't do shit. So needless to say, I wasn't filming very much of the work, and I'm sure everything was looking like shit from the onset. I mean, damn, I kept hearing something. I think it's my ear ringing. Everything came out beautiful. Homeowner loved the work, the quality of work. The side garage door came out flawless. Side garage door came out flawless. Garage door painting, man, we painted that son of a gun 3 times. Everything we painted 3 times, minus the window shutters. Window shutters we painted twice. They only needed 2 coats. But everything that we painted white, which was the garage door and the window frames, all of that needed 3 coats of paint. And we were using super paint. It's not the worst paint. I need some electrolytes or something. Sorry, I just had to take that phone call. Ooh, boy. Hey, the fact that we got through that shit today, and, you know, the work was not difficult. But for the love of God, the heat, the sun, I mean, it just took it completely out of me. Compounded with everything else. I ain't been in a bad place like that in a long time. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video because I feel like I really need to try to stay awake. Another job done. Oh, Gene made $250 for today too, so shout out to Gene. Gene actually helped out quite a bit today, especially when Joe was not doing good. So Gene made some extra. You know, he really picked up the slack because Joe was freaking almost not good. Oh my God, the traffic is backed up all the way to here. Yep. Take me an hour to get home, folks. Thank y'all for taking the time. Say a silent little prayer for your boy. Hopefully I recover well. I look forward to sharing more with you real soon. And until then, take care.